James. Let's talk now about Lululemon. Holding up today despite the market. Shares hit a new all-time high, in fact, as Raymond James raises its price target on the stock to a street high $335. Says the apparel retailer is a top long-term idea, which if you listen to Steve Weiss many months ago, he would have told you the same thing, though he's traded in and out of it, I think. So what's the story today, Weiss?
Well, the story is that I'm long it. After I sold it, I realized I made a big mistake, and I went back in. So it's actually a fairly sizable position. And here's why. I wear Lululemon. I went on the site, tried to buy some things, and I always check, of course, what their category we made too much of the sale items. Nothing's available, and there are no more sale items than there typically were. Additionally, when the company last spoke to us, same-store sales were up 20%. So their wear has become the new office wear for home. So anybody I talk to, as you do an informal survey, is buying more, replenishing. So they've got a moat around their business. They always did. There's no competition in the upper end. If you want to go to retail, you want to favor the upper end consumer, who's not going to be hurt, unfortunately, by what we're seeing. So I think it plays perfectly. Their website's great, and the company's doing extremely well. So I also believe it's ahead of itself on a price basis. But look, it's a momentum market. If I believe in the momentum, which I do, then you got to own the momentum stock. That's why people are coming into it. I think it plays out for a while and continues to march higher.
It's such a unique retailer in this environment, Josh. If you get back to whatever normal is, you have a winner. And then in a work-from-home environment where you want to be comfortable, you have a winner. And in a work-from-home environment or going back to work environment where you want to work out, you have a winner. That's why the stock is where it is. And now you have a street high 335 from Raymond James.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Weiss is going to make some money here. And this is one of the stocks that I hate myself for not having been smart enough to own. And we've got a house full of Lulu clothing over the years, and I knew it, and I just never bought it, or maybe I bought it and traded it. So I've made a big mistake here as well. One of the things that Lulu has going for it that almost no apparel retailer does right now is just this intensely loyal cult following. The customers know that other companies make athleisure. They don't care. They want Lulu. And they go to the website, they hit refresh, they want the newest stuff. If Lulu starts doing masks, everybody that's a Lulu customer is buying the masks. So they have that going on in a way that a lot of companies don't have in apparel, but you could find examples of that. And the best example of that is Netflix. Everyone knew there were all these, Nike too. Everyone knew there were other alternatives to Netflix, but people just, they want to watch Netflix. So I think like when you find a situation like this, it's hard to know when the love affair will end. But right now it's in full force, and I think the stock goes higher.
Yeah, it's moving as we speak. You know, John, it is kind of a Nike-ish thing, right? I mean, other places sell the same kinds of apparel. It's just there's such a level of brand loyalty towards Lulu like there is to Nike. It holds the story up even as competition comes down the pike.
Exactly right, Scott. And a lot of the people that tried to compete against Lulu, whether it's Athleta or even to a much lesser extent, the likes of even Under Armour and Nike.
Thinking of Under Armour as you're talking about that.
Right. But unfortunately, they didn't get the idea that it can't look as much like sweatpants, in particular if it's translating over into the male populace. I think where Josh is also right is that this is there are new customers that are coming into this brand because of the nature of being a little more casual, perhaps at home, and or when you go back to the office, if it's socially distanced, that maybe it won't be as buttoned up with suits and ties, and that just plays more into their strength, which is, you know, that right in between the dress and those sweatpants is that Lulu area, in particular for men.